Look around you. The blue sky, green trees, and vibrant colors on your screen. Have you ever wondered why we see colors at all? Why is the sky blue and not green? Why do some animals see more colors than we do, while others see less? The way we perceive color is a fascinating mix of physics, biology, and even psychology. So, let's dive deep into the science of color and explore how light and our eyes work together to create the incredible world we see. What is color? Color isn't actually something that exists on its own. It's a perception created by our brains. In reality, color is just different wavelengths of light. Light travels in waves, and depending on the length of these waves, we perceive different colors. Short wavelengths, around 400 nanometers, appear as violet and blue. Medium wavelengths, around 600 nanometers, appear as green and yellow. Long wavelengths, around 700 nanometers, appear as orange and red. But here's the catch: light itself isn't inherently colored. The colors we see are interpretations by our brain, based on how different wavelengths interact with objects and our eyes. How do our eyes detect color? Our eyes are complex biological cameras designed to detect light and translate it into images. The key players in this process are photoreceptor cells in the retina, rods. These are highly sensitive to light but can't detect color. They help us see in dim lighting, which is why colors appear dull at night. Cones. These detect color and function best in bright light. Humans have 3 types of cones. S cones, short wavelength, detect blue light. M cones, medium wavelength, detect green light. L cones, long wavelength, detect red light. These 3 types of cones work together to mix colors, just like how TVs and computer screens use red, green, and blue pixels to create millions of shades. But what happens next? Once the cones detect color, they send signals to the brain through the optic nerve, where the visual cortex in the brain processes and interprets the information, creating the colorful world we experience. Why do objects have different colors? The color of an object depends on how it interacts with light. When light hits an object, some wavelengths are absorbed while others are reflected. The color we see is the wavelength that is reflected back into our eyes. For example, a red apple absorbs all wavelengths except red, which bounces back to our eyes. A blue sky is caused by air molecules scattering shorter blue wavelengths more than longer red ones. A black object absorbs almost all light, reflecting very little. A white object reflects nearly all wavelengths, which is why white light is a combination of all colors. Interestingly, colors can change depending on the type of light source. Have you ever noticed that objects look different under daylight, fluorescent lights, and candlelight? That's because different light sources emit different wavelengths of light. Why do some people see colors differently? Not everyone perceives color in the same way. There are a few conditions that affect how we see color. Color blindness. Some people lack one or more types of cone cells, making it difficult to distinguish certain colors. The most common type is red-green color blindness, where reds and greens look similar. Tetrachromacy. While most people have 3 types of cones, some rare individuals, mostly women, have a 4th cone type, allowing them to see extra shades of color that others can't detect. Synesthesia. Some people experience color synesthesia, where numbers, letters, or even sounds trigger the perception of specific colors. This shows that color perception is not just a physical process, but also a neurological and psychological one. How do animals see color? Humans aren't the only creatures that see color, but our vision is far from the most advanced in the animal kingdom. Dogs and cats see fewer colors than humans, mostly blues and yellows, because they have only 2 types of cones. Birds and reptiles have 4 or even 5 types of cones, allowing them to see ultraviolet, UV light, which is invisible to us. Bees and butterflies can also see UV light, which helps them find nectar in flowers. Mantis shrimp holds the record for the most complex vision, with up to 16 types of photoreceptors, potentially seeing colors we can't even imagine. If we could see the world through the eyes of different animals, it would look completely different. Can we create or change colors? Humans have learned to manipulate color in incredible ways. Some examples include structural coloration. Instead of pigments, some materials, like butterfly wings and peacock feathers, create color by reflecting light in a way that enhances certain wavelengths. Scientists are now using this to develop paints and fabrics that change color without dyes. Artificial vision. With technology, scientists are developing ways to allow colorblind people to see full color using special glasses that filter light. Color-changing materials. Researchers are developing materials that can shift colors depending on temperature, light, or electrical signals, which could lead to futuristic displays and camouflage. How does color affect our emotions and perception? Color isn't just a visual experience. It has a powerful effect on emotions and behavior. This is why marketing, design, and even psychology study how colors influence us. Red, often associated with passion, danger, or excitement. It's even been shown to increase heart rates. Blue creates a sense of calm and trust, which is why many social media logos use blue. Green reminds us of nature and is associated with relaxation and health. Yellow stimulates happiness and energy but can also cause eye strain if too bright. Purple, historically linked to royalty and luxury. Even without realizing it, color affects our daily choices, from the clothes we wear to the products we buy. What would happen if we couldn't see color? Imagine a world without color, everything appearing in shades of gray. This is reality for some people with achromatopsia, a rare condition where the brain can't process color. While it wouldn't stop us from functioning, we would lose a lot of the richness and depth that color adds to our world. Now, think about how much color influences everyday life. Traffic lights, warning signs, and color-coded systems would be harder to navigate. Art and photography would lose a major element of expression. Nature wouldn't feel as vibrant or alive. Color plays a much bigger role in our lives than we often realize. Final thought. So why do we see colors? It all comes down to how light interacts with our eyes and brain. Color isn't something that exists in the universe. It's a perception created in our minds. Whether it's the result of physics, evolution, or psychology, color is a crucial part of how we experience the world. But here's a question. What if we could see new colors beyond human perception? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the science of color, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing science videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.